Welcome back everyone, my name is Anthony. This is my channel and my shop. I said I would do a video about Motor Medic Synthetic Motor Flush product. Here it is. Get this at most of your parts stores. Basically point and click on your phone or your laptop or your PC and have it shipped to your house. This is going to heed my warning to guys that don't know what's going on with their vehicle, and the guys who know already know. So use this before every oil change, and you could use it for all these engines: diesel, turbo, gasoline. The most important part about this here is, one, you want to make sure the engine's full of oil. Two, you want to make sure it's not overheating. And let's go through the instructions in the back. So I'm going to zoom. I'm not going to get into all of this Motor Medic language right here. What I'm going to get into here is, I'm going to zoom in. Check to make certain oil in the crankcase is up to the safe level. Add Motor Medic Synthetic Motor Flush to the cold engine before changing the oil and filter. Use entire bottle. Idle engine at normal temperature, at normal speed for 5 minutes. Do not drive the vehicle. Drain the crankcase, remove oil filter, replace drain plug, install new oil filter. Note: on engines with high mileage or excessive deposits, remove and clean the oil pan and screen. Refill the crankcase. Extremely dirty engines require repeat of directions 1 through 4. So basically there was a warning for you guys there. Make sure the engine's full before you do it. I don't like to do the engine cold because the deposits are sticky and gummy, and heat actually helps loosen them up. So I prefer to do it while it's hot because this product, in my opinion, works better. And everyone has their own ways of using this product. I've actually used this product, driven the car, idled the car, help hold the RPMs up, only for engines that I know the conditions of. Now, if I know an engine that's slimy and dirty and sludgy and consistent history of overextended oil changes, that would be a major warning for this customer. Hey, I'm just going to do an idle service on this thing and see what we get. This desludging an engine or decarbonizing an engine inside, especially the engine itself, crankcase, cylinder head, valve cover, oil pan. The problem is the VCTs, VVT screens, the micro screens. The Volkswagen uses like a stainless steel layered mesh that gets clogged real easy. Some of them have an open screen that has like a 40 mesh or a 50 mesh. That if you get flakes and chunkies in that, it causes check engine lights, and also causes catastrophic failure if the oil can't pick up oil. So this is where the warning is. If you know your engine's dirty and nasty, and you're going to do a motor flush or a motor cleanse, you need to pull the oil pan down and make sure that sump is clean. And you might even have to pull your VVTs out. And same thing with the VCT screens, and Hondas have VTEC solenoid screens. You're going to have to go in there and clean them out. It is what it is. If you're the one who did this to your engine, then you already created the problem. If you're inheriting a problem, you're just cleaning up someone else's mess. So if you have sludge and deposits and heavy oil consumption and you're catching it way too late, internal engine damage is already done. The cylinder walls are scored, you're done. That engine needs to be rebuilt. You can't get the oil consumption and smoke under control with trying to treat the system after a few tries. You're done, you need an engine. So you already need an engine, or you need a short block, or you need a cylinder head, or you need a timing chain, or whatever the case may be. This process will accelerate a problem sometimes too. And some people may not be financially prepared for that. So yes, when I use this product, I prefer to do it hot. In my own vehicles that I know that the engine oil is clean after 3,000 or 4,000 miles of driving, I have absolutely no problems using this product and driving it towards the end stages of me cleaning up an engine that I inherit, or a vehicle that I buy, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of the health of the engine. You don't always know how bad the oil consumption is until you buy the car. And who checks their oil in every day? Well, I do in my cars, but only until I get a baseline on that engine. And then now I don't have to worry about my high mileage vehicles for 3,000 to 4,000 miles because they don't burn the oil in 3,000 or 4,000 miles because of the steps I've taken. So if you have a clean engine and you're using cheap gas, and I just had another back and forth with somebody saying gas isn't the problem. Cheap fuel has a lot to do with deposits in your engine. And buying top tier fuel has better detergents and agitators inside of the fuel that help clean and remove deposits and reduce blow by. And it's dirty fuel. Regular gasoline is dirty fuel. Top tier fuel, look it up, guys. Top tier fuel makes a big difference. So many customers are driving around a turbocharged vehicle or supercharged vehicle today, asking for the cheapest gas at the pump, not realizing that it needs top tier fuel or premium or super, and regular is just horrible. Most of the time when you see vehicles that have EGR problems, it's from lack of maintenance and primarily using cheap fuels. Facts. So there you go. So motor flush, follow the instructions. If you have a dirty motor, and how do you know you have a dirty motor? Pull the oil cap. Does the oil cap look new? Hopefully someone didn't bamboozle you and put a new oil cap on. Is the oil stick full of sludge, burnt, debris, caked on crusties? That's a sign. Boom, this engine's been abused. And then hopefully you didn't get bamboozled there too, and that someone just put a new dipstick in there or cleaned it. I've seen people clean them. The real way for you to know what's going on in the engine is pull the valve cover or stick a camera inside the valve cover and get a baseline on how nasty it is. Because the cleaners are going to take that and it's going to wash through the engine. It's going to get stuck in all the little spots that product can't break down. The oil filter can only catch so much because the larger parts are going to get caught someplace else before it makes it to the filter. And typically that's in the oil sump, and then you're talking catastrophic failure. So yeah, if you got a dirty engine, the real way to find out is the oil cap, the oil dipstick, and pull the valve cover is your easiest stuff. Or just very cautiously use products and monitor the vehicles. So yeah, maintenance has everything to do with everything. Oils, oil weathers, oil viscosities, fuel, maintenance practices. Just because your buddy doesn't, don't mean you're going to get away with it. Thanks for watching.